Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Beware of people who usually talk in certainties, like they don't leave a little leverage or a little door, like I would say, well, he's a good guy, or we will do that tomorrow, with no, you show determination if you want, but also you show, I think, a lack of planning or a lack of understanding that things might not go that way. So always try to leave a little door of uncertainty, which is real. In this case, we have this person from Ukraine. His name is Reznikov, and he is the Minister of Defense of Ukraine. He is like Zmihal and Yermak and Zelensky, and he expresses his wishful thinking, and this is what he says according to Ukraine Forum, a Ukrainian media outlet. This article comes from the 14th of October 2022. Russia's military defeat is inevitable, Ukraine defense minister says. So this guy who looks like Trotsky, because he is a Trotsky, okay, and he's more like Lenin, but anyway, he tells us that it's inevitable. Inevitable means like 100%. It's gonna happen. How can he know that? Well, that's more like wishful thinking, and I understand that one. And let's see what this guy is saying, because he's gonna make a point. And his point is valid. I agree with that, but I don't know that. I don't think that necessarily is gonna go that way, as he said. It's gonna be defeated. Maybe you're gonna be non-existent. How about that? And he's not gonna be defeated. So there are many other scenarios. So Ukraine Defense Minister Oleksiy Reznikov has said that by using high-precision missiles to hit civilian targets, Russia not only affirms itself as a terrorist state, but also deprives itself of its military advantages, which will lead to its inevitable defeat on the battlefield. He also published a scheme for Russia's use of long-range precision missiles from the start of the full-scale invasion in February to October 12 inclusive. That's great. And this is what he said. The militarization of Russia. By using hundreds of high-precision missiles against civilian objectives of Ukraine, the aggressor state reduces its ability to strike the military targets. Two conclusions. Russia's military defeat is inevitable. Russia is a terrorist state. Okay, now, do you think that Russia hits only civilian targets? Well, I don't believe that. That's the first one. Why do you think they advanced? They must have killed some other military, some objectives, military objectives. Now, the other thing is a terrorist state. Well, it's a terrorist state. You can call whomever you want, however you want. The other thing is, they said, the Ukrainians said, and the British intelligence, that the Russian missiles have an accuracy rate of about 30%. That's it. So 30%. Now, they say that the Russians are hitting only, and they're always, if you read their articles, always, I say almost always, leave the little door, because there might be articles there that I am not aware of. Almost always talk about the Russians destroying civilian targets. Rarely, maybe 1 in 30 articles, they mention, and some, military installation were blown up. But almost always is the civilians. So they're very efficient in, somehow, the military of Russia is very efficient in blowing up civilians, but not anything else. It has a accuracy rate of about 30%. All right, so let's see. This guy is going to give us the number of missiles Russia had, according to him, and the missiles Russia used, and how much Russia will probably has in its stockpile. according to this data, as of February 23rd, Russia had about 900 Iskander ballistic missiles, about 500 caliber sea-launched cruise missiles, and 444 air-launched cruise missiles, KH-101 and KH-555. So 900 Iskander, 500 caliber, 444 air-launched cruise missiles. As of October 12, 2 days ago, the Russian armed forces had, he knows, I don't know how, 124 Iskander out of the 900, 272 caliber from 500, and 213 the other kind of missiles, air-launched missiles, out of 444. So they dropped from 900 Iskander to 124. They dropped from 500 caliber to 272, and they dropped from 444 air-launched cruise missiles to where is that? 213. No. 124 from Iskander, 272 caliber, and 213 for the air-launched cruise missiles. So this is how they got to this. This is the reserves, and they show us here that the Iskander are from 900 to 124. I think it's about 80%, more than 80% done. Let's say 80%. Then you have the other ones, the caliber. They're about half, let's put it this way, and we have the other one, air-launched cruise missiles. They're again about half. So they're over here. So it's 8 months. So you would expect these guys to keep going with another 8 months at least, in case they don't produce anything in the meantime. If they produce, they could go, let's say, another year. In total, Russia has 609 long-range precision missiles left from the 1,844 it had before the invasion of Ukraine in February. So that's, so it's 1/3, that's all they got. So 1/3 from 8 months, according to this guy, altogether, that will get them to what? It's 8 months, let's get 6 more months. Not 6 months, I'm sorry, about 3 months. 3 months, 2 months, 3 months. And after that, with the production, we'll get, I don't know, 4 months, let's say. So that means they're done in a year. So by February, they're adios amigos. So Reznikov calls such a massive use by Russia of its missile reserve demilitarization of Russia. But they got about 7,000 of a different kind, and they don't have to use 7,000 of those kinds, just about 3. So, and I'm quoting, by using hundreds of high-precision missiles against civilian objects of Ukraine, the aggressor state reduces its ability to strike the military targets. To conclusion, I already said the conclusions. This is Reznikov. Reznikov, okay, well, so be it. If you say this is what it is, and eventually will be destroyed and will lose, okay. I mean, your sponsor is going to make sure you got enough. What you need to destroy only military targets in Russia. So this is it. Reznikov knows the future. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.